Hey guys! So today I'm finally back with a new video, and obviously I filmed a Halloween tutorial on this half skull, half regular makeup look, and I'm sorry that the quality is kind of crappy right now and like the lighting is a little off because the sun is starting to set already, but in the actual video I filmed it earlier, so the lighting and the quality is much better. But I hope that you guys enjoy it, so we're gonna jump right in. So to start, I'm going with my Maybelline New York Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer, and then I'm jumping straight in to my Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm putting that all over the skull side of my face because I don't have a very light foundation. You could use white face paint, you could use a light foundation, it's totally up to you. But on the other side, I'm going in with my daily foundation, which is my Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation in the shade 125 Nude Beige, and I'm just making sure to blend both of those out on my face using my Real Techniques beauty sponge. Once that was all blended in, I did just put my Instant Age Rewind concealer under my eyes on the pretty side, and I just blended that out with my sponge as well, and then I went into baking. I used my Airspun or Coty Airspun loose face powder, and I just went ahead and dusted that off of the pretty side immediately almost. And then I left the skull side to bake because I thought that it helped it be a little bit lighter. It brightened my concealer a little bit more. And then now I'm just using my Wet n Wild cream contour stick in the shade 804A. It's called Oaks on You. And then I'm going in with my NYC bronzer in the shade Sunny. And I'm just doing my normal foundation routine basically. And I'm just going a little bit heavier because when I go to take flash pictures, I do want everything to like come up pretty strong. So then I'm going in with my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Party. And then I just threw a little bit of my bronzer onto my eyes so that it wasn't so bare. And now I'm moving on to just doing my eyebrows. And I did them like really quickly because I do need to get them done, so I just kind of like was making them darker, you know. And then I just set them in place using my New York Thread clear brow gel. And then now with my NYC black cream eyeliner, I am just tightlining and putting it on my waterline as well. And then I also use this on the skull side because when we go in for the big like black eye on the skull side, it looks a lot better when there's no skin between the eye and the actual eyelid. Then I was just laughing at myself because I was trying to clean up the eyeliner mistake, but I didn't have to. And I'm basically just following my photo from the first time that I did it, which is the photo on this thumbnail. And I'm just kind of going through and putting black where black should be because I didn't really use white face paint. I just used my regular concealer. So all I had to do was sketch out all the black parts. And so that's all that I'm doing. And the first time that I did it, I used a picture from Google. So I mean, basically you can do the half skull any kind of way that you want. You just have to follow the sketching of any other picture. And for me to do all the black parts, I'm using the only black eyeliner that I own, which is the Maybelline New York Curvitude Liner Tracer. And I really like it because it's super duper black, and that's what made this tutorial like so easy to do. So of course with my luck, I just found out that my highlight had broken, so that was heartbreaking. But moving on, that was the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop highlight, by the way, and I did end up using that on my pretty side. And then if I keep on looking over, it's because I was watching Grey's Anatomy. Oh my gosh, so good. But yeah, so I'm still taking the eyeliner, and this is what I used over my entire face. And I'm just going ahead and sketching out the parts, like the half side of my nose, and trying to make it look as skull-like as I can. And again, I was just really following the photo. Since this was my third time doing it, it was a little bit easier. And I was also kind of rushing because I was running to my sister's school, which I'm gonna have a vlog up on hopefully by like tomorrow. Today's Halloween, so hopefully by November 1st I should have the vlog up. But yeah, so I'm basically just outlining everything and then I'm filling it all in. All you have to do is make 2 straight lines. The first one that's closer to the middle of your nose has to be a little bit longer than the other one. And then you want to go around your entire nostril and fill everything in black. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Now I'm going through the outline of the skull, and I'm starting from the top. I just made a little bit of a curve, at the way middle top, and then I'm going and following my actual face line, and I stopped right under my cheekbone because that is where there's like a gap for the I'm actually in nursing school, so this is the zygomatic bone, but this is basically the gap right before or right above your teeth, and that's where I'm going to be shading a little bit. And then at the bottom, I just went along my jawline and I put a little bit of cracks at the end over there where it fades into the pretty side. And then I'm just filling in all the little gaps and making everything as black as possible. Okay, so I'm still using the same eyeliner and I'm literally just filling in all of the holes and like all of the outlines. So I outlined my eye and I'm filling that in completely. I outlined under the jawbone and I'm filling that in completely. And then I left a little bit of space between my actual hairline and the end of my face and the line that I created for the outline because that has to be all shaded. So here we are filling that all in. So to me, this is the most important part because I think that the mouth makes everything look as realistic as it gets. So I'm starting with a flat eyeshadow brush and I'm going into my Ajoyclynn Help palette and using the shade Abyss, which is just the black shade in the palette. If you have any black eyeshadow, this will be perfect for this part. And I just drew the line down from the hole in the under the cheekbone, and I drew it right down towards my corner of my mouth, and then I went in with my eyeliner and I filled in between my lips so that there was a lot of depth there. So the whole time on the lips I made sure to keep on using the eyeliner because it was as black as I can get the teeth. So I'm basically just going down roughly, making the lines, and you don't have to do this perfectly. They don't have to be symmetrical because teeth don't have to be perfect. And I'm just making sure that the tips of them are as thin as they can get, and then the thicker that they are more towards the insides of the mouth. And I'm just going in now with a slanted flat eyeshadow brush, and this is making it a little bit easier for me to keep the tips a little bit thinner. And now I'm using the same black eyeshadow from the Ajoyclynn Hill palette and going all along the skin. So now I'm just using the leftover eyeshadow that was on the angled brush and I'm just shading in all the other areas that I put the liquid liner, and it's just going to help add more depth and kind of darken up the look a little bit because I did use a flesh tone concealer instead of using white. So this helps it look a little bit better and pulls the look together a little bit more. Now I'm just adding like finishing touches kind of, and just like little details here and there. I'm shading in the tops and the bottoms of the teeth all black, like the outer portion of them, because they kind of like have no end, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like shading them out there. So at this point, using a white face paint or a white eyeliner would be your best bet because I use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD compact press powder, and I just had to use as much as I could and just keep on packing it onto my brush to really have the white payoff in the teeth because I had nothing else to use. But this is just pressed powder, so this wasn't the best idea ever, but this is literally all that I had, and I still think that it came out all right. So once all the teeth are filled in, I'm just going in with my mascara and putting it on both the pretty side and the skull side. Now I'm just lining my lips on the pretty side of my face, and I'm using this new NK Makeup brand lip liner in the shade Plum, and the lipstick that I'm filling in my lips with is in the shade Bayberry by the same company. It's their Velveteen lipstick. Okay, so that is the finished tutorial, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any other tutorials that you would like to see upcoming. Since it is fall, I have the Morphe 350 palette. I could totally do some more looks with my Modern Renaissance palette. I definitely have some fall looks coming up with the Ajoyclynn Hill palette because you guys know that is my favorite. And if you guys want to see anything else, please let me know down in the comments, and make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification because, you know, I've kind of been slacking on posting videos, so you want to be notified whenever I do post. And I hope that you guys enjoyed. Bye!